Hey, what is up, guys? This is Matador Gaming here with another story for you guys. Let's just jump right into the story. So this was back in middle school. Actually, this was back in high school, ninth grade. I was a freshman in high school. I was pretty stupid back then when I think about it. I used to have a really good friend of mine. I'm not going to give away any identities or names, but let's just call him Kenny. So me and Kenny, we used to be really good friends back in high school, early high school, freshman year, sophomore year. And we used to do a lot of crazy shit, not gonna lie. Every Friday after school, we used to go downtown and we used to just do stupid shit. Everyone used to go downtown. It was just the thing. So one day we decided to feel a little ballsy than ever. We decided to try to walk into Bob's stores. If anybody doesn't know what Bob's store is, it is a store. It's basically a clothing store where they sell clothes, shoes, sports gear, stuff like that. Just it's basically like a I don't even know what other store to compare. It's like a Target. It's like you ever see the clothing section in Target? It's like that. And so we were at Bob's. We walk inside Bob's store, and we're just feeling ballsy as fuck. We're with another friend of ours that we don't really hang out with, and we wanted to show him what we were all about. So what we did was we had our backpacks on us, and we were walking around the store, and we were planning about doing this even before we went into the store. We were saying to each other how, wouldn't it be nice if we just walked in, stole two hats, and walked out. Some really nice, one of those flat skater hats. We used to be skaters back then. Well, he wasn't. He wasn't really more of a skater. I was really the skater of the group. He used to do a lot of swimming. But we were at Bob's store. We walk inside, and with the idea that we're coming out trying to steal something, being stupid as fuck. So we walk inside and we start scoping out the place. We start, looking for people if there's anybody nearby. We start looking around, trying to be all smart about it and everything. And we come across the hat section, and we see that, and it was like, oh look, these are some really nice hats we can take. We wanted two. We were gonna take two, one each. Me being the stupid kid that I was back then, I grabbed the hat, and so did he, and we just kind of walk around the store for a sec. We just hold on to the hats, kind of just walk around the store, and then over time, right, we actually end up putting it in our backpacks. We were just walking around the store nonchalantly, and then little by little, we would just open up our backpacks, and we could just, eventually, after like 5 to 10 minutes later, we managed to actually put the hats in our backpacks from school. This was right after school. So we split around the store. We walked around the opposites of the store. Yeah, once we had it in our backpacks, we decided to leave. We walked out through the front door, and as soon like we'll take like 20 steps outside the store. 20 feet later, outside the store, we have the manager come out. I don't think he was the manager. I think he was just a supervisor or something. But he comes out of the store, and he grabs us by the shirt and just says, "You're coming with me." At that point, I wanted to run. I just kind of wanted to just drop everything and run. But I noticed that there were cops around the corner as well, just chilling there. So he grabs us by the shoulder, and we're acting all innocent, all fucking stupid, like, what did I do? What did I do? Or like, I didn't do anything. I remember it to this day still. It was kind of pathetic when I think about it. So acting all innocent, and of course, there were hats in our backpacks. So what happened was, as we were walking inside the store again, he literally grabbed us by the shirt. Me and my friend, like he wasn't even a big guy. It wasn't like a type of bouncer guy. It was just some skinny guy just grabbing us by the shoulder, grabbing us by the shirt. As we're walking to his office, I'm like trying to throw away the hat. I was trying to get rid of the evidence. I was trying to slowly open my backpack again to grab the hat, and to just chuck it on the floor somewhere, just throw it down or try to hide it as we're walking back to the back to his office. And I remember that as I was walking there, my heart just started pounding and pounding, thinking like, oh my God, they caught us, we're caught. No, my life's over. And we walk into this room where there's little TV monitors, and it was the camera room. He was a camera guy. He was looking at us, putting our hats inside our backpacks this whole time, and he was just watching us from the camera room. And once he saw our sleeves, he just stormed after us. And it's crazy. I didn't even notice the cameras on us. I didn't really notice that there was anything on us. I didn't know anybody was looking at us. I didn't know actually someone spent their whole shift just looking at cameras throughout the whole day. I mean, if I were to have that job, I'd probably just be on my phone and just like, or do something, listen to music while I'm looking at these. Like, how much does your job have to suck to just make you sit down and look at a screen for, 7 hours, 8 hours, it's just, it's kind of pathetic. But he eventually called the cops and our parents. And I remember my mom came and she was just giving me the dirtiest, meanest look in the world. It was so bad. And I think she was working too. She had to get out of work to come get me. It was a nightmare. It was one of the worst days of my life. And my friend's dad, my friend was just sitting there, just looking down at the ground, just in disbelief. At that point, we both regretted it instantly. At the moment we regretted it was the moment where he grabbed us by the shirt. That was the instantly I regretted doing everything. It was bad, and so his dad shows up, and he was just having a stern talk with my friend. Yeah, we were just feeling pretty shitty, and so the guy wanted to press charges. He was telling the police officer how he wanted to press charges and how he wanted to take us to court or arrest him or whatever. And the cop just kind of it's so funny. The cop looks at him, right? The cop looks at him and says, "I'm not gonna arrest two kids for just stealing two hats." We took two the two hats were probably $30 together or together combined. They're probably like $50 each. And we were, keep in mind, guys, we were like 14, 13, something like that. We were still pretty young. I think I was 14, either 13 or 14. The cop wasn't going to press charges on us just for trying to steal two hats, and we pretty much looked like we regretted it instantly. We weren't like mouthing off to the cop, or we weren't trying to get away with it somehow by using some witty language. We were just literally sitting there like almost like shaking. We were terrified, and the cop kind of noticed us and he didn't give us a hard time, but he did write us down, and we had to meet with our parole officer. I had to see someone. I had to see a parole officer for this. My friend had the bad. He had the bad end of the stick though. He's been arrested. He was arrested before for something else that wasn't really his fault, and he had to go. He had to go to jail because jail. No, he had to go to court because he was previously in trouble with the law. It wasn't even really his fault. It was his other stupid friend's fault. And since this is my first time, they didn't send me to court. I actually just got to see a parole officer and had to do some community service, wonderful community service after for doing that. He, on the other hand, had to go to court, but nothing. He didn't go to jail or anything for it. I think he just had to do the same thing, community service. But to this day, I've never been in a courtroom like as charged or something for something really insane. After that, our parents were I was pretty much grounded for a while, and so was he. And the school found out about it. Our high school found out about it, and we just got teased about it a lot. It wasn't a good time. It was pretty shitty the whole week after that, just going back to school and having to face everyone and asking us what happened, stuff like that. I don't know, we were just pretty stupid back then. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the story. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't steal any hats from clothing stores because you will get caught. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will keep you guys updated with more stories in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more stories. Until next time.